Okay, I tried to record this a couple times and it's just really hard for me. So I'm going to actually start out without any kind of background or anything and just play this. And I don't know how to upload an audio file, so I'm just going to play it in the background and hopefully you can hear it. Make sure the volume is turned all the way up. Hold on. Okay.
Naomi, I'm going to call Todd. You went too far. Do not ever hang up on me. You will call me back in an hour, or I will call Todd in Rocky Point, and I will start dealing with him with this. This needs to get done, and legally, I'm not fucking around. You pissed me off. I wasn't coming at you. You came at me. Don't fuck with me. I'm not messing around. So an hour, or I'm calling Todd. Period. Bye.
So that was my brother. 5 minutes later, less than 5 minutes later, he was at my door banging and screaming, yelling, cussing, banging on the windows, ringing the doorbell over and over and over again. Went from the front door to back door, banging on windows, doors. This was over the fact that 10-ish years ago, he gave me money to buy the land that his trailer sits on. Because he had been given tops 10 years to live, and so he figured he could live out here, and then when he passed, no problems. But he has got married and he has decided he wants the land, which I don't have a problem with, except for the fact that multiple times he has threatened to use his weapons on, I don't know what I'm allowed to say on this. He's threatened to shoot my dogs multiple times if he sees them on the land. And the only thing that stopped him is going to jail because the land is legally in my name. So I've once told him that as soon as he wants to sell the place and move, I'll sign the land over to him in a heartbeat. And then I've just avoided it since then. He called me the other day saying that he needed that land in his name tomorrow, and that if it wasn't in his name, that I was going to have problems. And this came out of the blue from me, because I know he wanted the land in his name, but honestly it was just always left, it was never urgent. And so he's like, I need to get my finances in order, and my mortgage is tied to that land, and it's really not, but whatever. And so I said, okay, John, but I don't know how to do it. I was like, I don't know how to do this. I've never done this before. And he was like, well, can you just sell me the land for $1? And I said, sure, I don't care, but I don't know how to do that. And he instantly got major attitude and was like, I guess I'll do the research then. Well, yeah, if you want me to do this, maybe you should do the work for it, And that was my thought in the background, and I was in a good mood. Nothing was wrong. And so when he did that, I said, John, don't get mad at me. I didn't do anything. And he's like, well, I just don't understand what your issues are. And I said, John, do not come at me. And that is the tone I used. Yes, the tone was, but you got to understand that this is not new. I've been living with this kind of voicemail, this kind of attitude, him coming over here and using this anger, his body, his greater strength to intimidate me for years. This is not new. I have been dealing with this over and over and over again. And then he always feels bad about it afterwards, and he's super kind to me and real nice, and I forgive him, and I can't do it anymore, and I don't know what to do about this. I called the sheriff when he came over, banging and screaming on my door because I was terrified. I knew he was going to kill me. When he gets angry like this, he does not have an off button. And I knew he was going to kill me if he got in. And so I called the sheriff on him. But by the time they got here, he was gone. And he convinced them that he had only come over here just to talk to me. And I don't know what to do now. If I sign the land over to him, he's going to kill my dogs. And I don't know what to do. Does anybody have any advice what I can do?